I don't know when I got that, but whatever. Oh, that's going to... Yeah, that's... Never mind. I vote you need to do Elden next. No. I'm going to do Zora's Domain next. Because that's the way the map's taking me. Or is this an attempt to protect my sanity because they've completely screwed over the Zora as well as everyone else in this game? I mean, I suggest doing Dark Souls before Elden Ring. Wait, what? Oh, Dark Souls is another game that I have never played. Nor do I know if I ever will. Hello, my name is Lonk. I am here to save the day. Wake up! Yes! Fear me! Ow. Go. Go. Tell me Elden Depth. Oh dear. Why is the Master Sword such an old man again? Oh, don't get me started on that one. I'm still pissed off about that as well. The fabled Master Sword that now gets stronger by being bathed in holy light. And has spent eons absorbing the power of a goddess. Only for it to still get tired. More so than it did in the previous game as well, I might add. Well, at least I've finally broken a weapon, so eventually I could probably put that to some use. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, okay, we'll use this. It still amuses me that the weapon gets bigger. Bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller. Right. Oh, I shall delete that as well. Onwards. Bolt. Ooh, it is mine. Oh, it is water. Okay. So, what's this thing then? Trousers of the Wild. Oh no, Trousers of the Wind. Even I thought they would. They actually gave the Wild set proper trousers. Now it has not. Awesome. Right. Cool. That's another thing done. Never mind. Tell them beat me to it. Boing. Boom. Well, that does remind me I need to play Wind Waker soon. I've never finished Wind Waker. One of these days I'll have to play it. Higher chance of that happening if they actually released the HD edition on Switch. Because apparently it takes a millennia for it to regain its full power, when in reality Nintendo nerfed it even more for a fuse mechanic. Oh yeah, they've just nerfed the Master Sword severely just to make people make use of the weapon system that they've put into this game. Whereas I think that's utter bollocks. They should have, if they wanted to really push people to use the weapon system, make it harder to unlock the Master Sword. Especially when you consider if they actually paid any attention to the previous game, the Master Sword not only healed over 100 years, I can understand in Breath of the Wild why the Master Sword was slightly nerfed. In terms of lore reasons, because it was badly damaged during the Calamity, and then it only had 100 years to repair itself and gain some of its strength back. I understand that. I could say that the Trial of the Sword... Actually, no, the Trial of the Sword is still utter bollocks. They should, if they wanted to do that, they could have had it as, I don't know, for each trial you get a Flame of the Goddess which restores power to the Master Sword, or something, I don't know. But instead it's basically, oh no, the sword doesn't trust you anymore, so you're going to have to regain its trust, which is a load of toss, to be honest. But there we go. In this game, it's basically... I can understand why it was returned to the Deku Tree, but the thing is, after Breath of the Wild, Link put the Master Sword back in its pedestal for 5 years while it continued to rebuild its strength, though it technically didn't need to because it got its full power back after you completed the Trial of the Sword in Breath of the Wild, and then it's basically been completely shattered in about 5 seconds by Ganondorf, which is still utter. Anyway, and then yeah, spent eons and eons and eons and eons in the head of a goddess, only for it to then still be back to exactly where it was in Breath of the Wild. And there's no way to get it to its full strength again. So it's basically a case in the final fight, I'm going to have to use every other weapon until, I don't know, a certain point in the fight, I suspect. I'm guessing it's a multi-phase fight. It was with Calamity Ganon. It wouldn't surprise me if it's the same with Ganondorf. Every Ganondorf's had a multiple-phase fight, let's face it. So maybe there's a... what I'm probably going to have to do is use the champion's weapons first, and then use the Master Sword to finish him off. That's how I can see that going. Multi-phase. Oh, there we go. It is multi-phase, so... not a surprise. The thing is, it can't even... the Master Sword can't even handle a Lionel to the end of... excuse me, to the end of a fight. So, why would I trust it with Ganondorf, of all things? Unless the fight's longer than 10 minutes and I have it recharge halfway through the final fight. Just a... right, where am I and what am I doing? I... done that. No, I don't need a link to... I don't need to know how to get back to the surface, because point I can just use Or I can just travel to a shrine. Oh, there's the Ancient Observation deck, which we've done. And past that, I don't need that because I've already did it, so that's fine. I can clear that off the map. That's the Smithing Construct. Oh, that's the Spirit Temple. Fine. Trial of the... Wait. What? Oh, no, never mind. Trial of the Master Sword. It's not the Trial of the Sword at all. It was basically find the Master Sword. Oh, such a trial. I found it by accident. It wasn't some grand trial. It was, oh, that's a new dragon. Chat, do I need parts off that dragon? Yes, let's go farm the dragon. What's that? Oh, it's the Master Sword! Trail. I can't read. My rant still stands. Okay, Trail of the Master Sword. It's only like one extra letter. Ancient Blades Below. Mining Construct. Oh, yeah, I need to finish that one, don't I? Oh, no, I've done that one. Okay, cool. High point still stands. Right. On the upside, at least it isn't a try. Ow. Bull. This is problematic. I may have... No. Oh, that works. It's not any extra letters. It's the positioning of a letter. Whatever. Let me have my rant. I don't know where I'm going now. This way, I think. Would have said trial. That was slightly concerning, but whatever. Nice jacket, Ezio. Hail, Flocket. Welcome and cheers. I do like this jacket, and it's now cold enough that I can wear it. Right, so we are on the quest for a Bronx, according to the dungeon map. That's a lot of pose. The thing is there any reason for me to do... Oh, piffle. Oh, wait a minute, ascend. That works. Huh. No, I'm not going to think about that. Right, sorry, give me a minute. Okay. Huh. Do we think I need to farm any more pose at the minute? I suppose I'll probably just collect them as I run around, but I might ease up on the chasing. You have been there, no? Yes, I have. I have been to both these places. Been having a real adventure lately, troubleshooting why my Steam Deck can't connect to my new TV. Managed to stump customer services too. Blimey. Don't know, resolution maybe? Maybe HDMI cable's knackered? Can you get it to connect when you're running the Steam Deck in desktop mode? Could also be a frequency issue. Okay, right. 1,044 pose. Well, at least I can buy some bomb flowers. You know what I was saying before of, oh well, I won't be chasing after pose quite as much. That might have been a lie. Desktop mode, lower resolution, safe mode, lower refresh rate and all. I have no idea then. That is a bit of a conundrum, I give you that one, Locket. Oh, crumbs. Well, that was the wrong thing, but my aim worked for a change, so there we go. Balls. Oh well. Oh, the Master Sword's back. Mine. Connects to another monitor. Fine. Can't connect to other devices. So the So the TV is using the same port and cable too. Don't know then. TV running Protect. Have you tried a different HDMI port in the TV? Where's Minoru? Hey, Minoru. Tried all 4 HDMI ports, disabled ARC, CC, no dice. Have you tried a different USB-C to HDMI adapter? Or are you using the dock? In which case, never mind. That should work. Maybe it just hates that TV brand. Could be very well that it hates the TV brand as well. Maybe there's just a pin issue in the HDMI port. It uses a third-party dock, JS aux. Okay, then yeah, try, I don't know, get a USB-C to HDMI adapter. That might work out. I'm going to mark that as mining, just in case. Oh, then again, do I really need so much zonite? Probably not, actually. Marker's done. Right. On to the next thing. Where is me hoverboard? There it is. Right. Balls. When I think, oh well, make some progress. Nope. Pose. Sounds like an issue with the compatibility between the Steam Deck and the TV. I've seen it in ARFs with a viewer of the Outta setups. Dock problem. Possibly. Any idea what might resolve the compatibility issue like that? Or does that just mean I've got to get rid of the TV? Well, I don't know. You could try getting a Thunderbolt dock. I think it's a Thunderbolt port on the underside of the Steam Deck, so you could potentially just get a Thunderbolt dock and use that and use a Thunderbolt adapter rather than faffing around with switching TVs and docks and stuff, but it is a tricky one. Well, he says it connects to a monitor fine, so it can't be the dock. The dock's dock compatibility with the TV, however. So yeah, I suppose you could just get a new TV. Sounds expensive though. It's more expensive than a dock. Or a Thunderbolt adapter. Or just a standard HDMI-C adapter. I don't need a shot. Right, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's a Lionel. It's a Lionel stood in a bunch of gloom. I am going to have a bad time with this, aren't I? It's a fully armoured Lionel stood in a bunch of gloom. Well, so much for that shield. Ow. Right. Hold on. Right, this is not going to end well, is it? You son of a... Go. I hate Zelda enemies. The gold ones didn't feel like I was... I swear they've made the silver ones stupidly tough. I don't remember the gold enemies being this much of a damage sponge. Oh look, the Master Sword ran out of power. What a shock. Oh, that's another enemy down, and I get a Savage Lionel bow. Right, that can go. That can come. Savage Lionel, oh, it's only a free shot. Boo! Do. I hate the gloom and how it works. I too hate how the gloom works. Recognizes an external display. In fact, it briefly mirrors the screen for like a split second before going black. I remember them being that way, to be honest. What, the gold Lionels, the gold enemies being massive damage sponges? Well, fair enough. Maybe they were. I'm just remembering the very end of the game when I was overpowered. Time I changed the settings, like the resolution, it flashes on the screen for a split second before going away. Weird. Main problem is I have with the tech nowadays is why can't it just work? Good point. Well, yeah, that would be nice, but you could try a firmware update on the TV, I suppose. Most bizarre too is this even flashes. Check for updates, all works. Blast. Redeem water. Oh right, sorry. Hey, cheers, Kev. Thank you. Water, you fool. Boy. Why doesn't it just work? I mean, this is a question you and Kev had for a while, right? Oh yes, that was a question I was screaming at the LMC server for a very long time. I'll edit this to Silver Lionel. Yeah, okay, I'll keep that on the map, I suppose. Right, so I've done them. I've done that. I have something to do down there, and I have something to do over there. Right, okay, onwards. Might as well make it a job lot this afternoon. I can try getting a new power adapter. I'm not sure if that worked. I don't want to suggest a factory reset, so I'm still researching. Fair enough. Maybe it's a driver on the Steam Deck. No, they haven't changed the Silver Lionel's health at all in this. It's still 5,000 HP. I'm wondering if they've nerfed down the weapons then. Or the sum of them... Ow. Or the sum of the metric in play? You know what? To save my time and everyone's sanity, let's just use a warp to a light route and see where we get from there. I'm still trying to make up my mind. When I go on my trip over to Amsterdam in the next couple of weeks, what do I take with me? Do I take my Switch or do I take my Steam Deck? At the moment, I'm thinking Steam Deck, because if something happens to my Switch, then I'm screwed. Because I've got Nintendo Online, so I've got cloud backup, but at the same time, I don't want to risk losing my progress in this game. For all I know, Amsterdam could be Gotham City. Ooh, stealthy banana pie. Oh no, apple pie even. Hasty apple pie. Let's switch to not my strongest one. What is that weapon anyway? A Captain 4 Reaper, Zonite powered. I'm going to have to check the item description on that one. What does that mean? It resonates with attached power devices to greatly increase its attack power. Oh, right, never mind then. I need to get some more apples as well, I think. Oops. I'm never going to reach 600 Zonite ammo. Where's the boom? I was expecting an earth. Oh, there it is. There you are. I thought you had gone down too easy. Wait a minute. I've just realised I probably should pick up all of the various bits and pieces before they despawn, because apparently this game has a spawn limit. Oh, bastard pain in the neck. Useless, wretched. Oh, something just electrocuted me. Oh, it was that. Okay, that's my sword. You win, boom. What's attacking me now? Oh, you've got to be kidding me! So much for that weapon, then. That camera, thank you, camera. Oh, oh, you're still alive. Great, now I'm fighting a silver. Oh, Gordon Bennett. Right, well, that was not expected, but there we go. We've just killed a silver Lionel as well as tried to take down an enemy encampment. Oh, yeah. Good. At least I've got another Savage Lionel bow, but still. Gordon Bennett. Are you trying to tell me that in the 5 years between the... the problem I have with Tears of the Kingdom in particular, and even more so with it, is everything is a chore. Getting the Korok seeds again, chore. Cooking meals, chore. Fusing weapons, chore. Upgrading armor, chore. Getting materials, chore. Exploring the depths, sky and surface, again, chore, yes. Are you trying to tell me that in the 5 years between the end of the Calamity in this game, the people of Hyrule focused on building view towers and that only Link can use instead of, you know, having a cartographer make a paper map from the Sheikah slate? Ah, but the Sheikah slate apparently evaporated the moment that the game was over, so they had to make a new slate, which was the Pura pad. But they didn't have the data from the previous Sheikah towers or anything. They all evaporated, so they had no maps. Because, of course, they didn't have any maps previously. You're right about the cartographer. They could have had great towers. They had the Sheikah technology in the form from Pura and Robbie. They could have easily put together something a bit more sensible than what we've got, but evidently no. And evidently we don't get that because they decided, oh, well, we're just going to repeat the same game. And, of course, the Master Sword's now back marbles. After I burnt through a bunch of my weapons fighting another blasted Lionel. Another what? Another Lionel? Yes, I know. It was a different Lionel though, so I got a different set of stuff. Oh, you son of a biffle widget! Why is there another camp?